As you lift the weight upwards in the upward woodchops exercise, may you also lift your eyes upwards towards the heavens and fix your gaze on Jesus. Just as you rotate your torso and engage your core, may you also turn your heart towards God and depend on His strength through faith in Jesus Christ. In Psalm 46, verse 1, it says, "For God is our refuge and strength, an ever-present help in trouble." He's our rock, our solid foundation for every movement and every moment. I'm Raman Hunter. Welcome. Today we're going to be talking about the upward woodchops. Right now I'm using a light resistance band. You can use a resistance tube, large resistance loops. You can use a cable pulley machine. And what I have done was anchor the resistance band at the level of the floor, at the level of the feet, right? So it's anchored. You anchor it at the level of the feet to a stable object, something that won't topple over with you. You know, at home, this can be used at home. You can use a grill. And you're going to stand away from the band. You're going to pick up the slack so that there's tension in the band. And you're going to stand with about shoulder width or a little bit wider than shoulder width apart, like as if you're squatting, all right? Because that is what you're going to be doing, okay? So you have the band, it's perpendicular to, you're standing perpendicular to the line of pull. You go in a mini squat position, so the knees are slightly bent. Let me show you from side view. Mini squat position, so the knees are slightly bent, like this, okay? And as you pull, you're going to hold the weight. You're going to hold the band. You're going to hold it at the level of the knee that is closest to the ankle. You're going to hold it at the level of the knee that is closest to the ankle, and you're going to pull upwards. So as you pull upwards, you're going to straighten your knees, pull upwards and across the body, above the head to the opposite shoulder, right? So you're pulling it to the side of the opposite shoulder above the head. You're pulling it upwards. That's what it's called, upwards woodchops. All right, upward woodchops. So you're doing it slowly. It's a wonderful exercise for your whole core. It works the posterior kinetic chain, the muscles of your back. So, I mean, if you have weak back muscles, if you complain of lower back pain, it's a good exercise to use. You can use this exercise to help strengthen your back. Try not to hyperextend or overextend when performing this exercise. Let me show you from side view. When you're pulling, try not to pull that way and extend. Try not to bend back too much, all right? All you're doing is pulling up, gauge your core, pull upwards, and straighten up. Down, upwards, and straighten up. I'll show you again. And when I'm talking about bracing your core, what I'm talking about is, for example, you want to find a belly button, use your fingers, find the navel, move your hands to the side just below the bottom rib, the last rib. Press the fingers in there into your stomach and breathe out and push out against the fingers. You should feel the fingers popping out and away from your stomach, all right? And you're going to maintain that same tension. You're going to maintain that same tension as you perform this exercise. So hold the tension there, hold that contraction, and up. So you're bracing your core as you pull upwards, okay? Upwards, boom. So you start again, hold the band at the end, at the level of the knee. You're going to pull upwards and across the body to the side of the opposite shoulder. So you're pulling diagonally and above the head. Upwards woodchops. It's a good exercise to help with regards to functional performance of your core. It's a nice dynamic stabilization exercise, meaning that your muscles stabilize the spine during movement, which is important for functional activities, all right? That's how you function. That's how you function in daily activities, in your daily life. You're having a heavy object, you're doing a lift, you're rotating, you're turning, you're walking. Those core muscles need to be engaged in order to stabilize your spine, to protect your spine during movement, all right? It helps to strengthen them, condition them, it builds the endurance in your core muscles so that, you know, for persons who are standing for long periods of time or sitting for long periods of time, or, you know, you may be working for a long period of time, and those core muscles begin to fatigue and they start to have more forces going through your spine than the muscles engaged and performing the work they're supposed to be performing, and end up with lower back pain. So this exercise helps with conditioning those muscles so they can maintain and remain engaged for a longer period of time. and reduce the likelihood of lower back pain. It helps with injury prevention, reduce the risk of injury, and athletic performance. It's upward woodchops. So another way of also doing this, you can also rotate in the back foot. Down, rotate. So you can get a little bit more turn, down, rotate. So as you go down, try not to over-rotate like this. Try not to pull like this or pull with your hands. Take your time. Down, stop at the level of your knee that is closest to the ankle. Stop at the level of that knee and pull up. Boom. Return to the level of the knee and up again. Boom. Again, you're not pulling from your shoulders, you're not pulling from your arms, you're pulling from your core. All right? Your core is supposed to be engaged, like what I said from before. Initiate the movement from your core, not from your shoulders, not from your arms. Initiate the movement from your core and pull up. Boom. You're supposed to feel a burning in your back. All right? So lactic acid. Boom. If you feel a burn in the back, then that's normal. Down. You can give yourself a little break and then continue again. If, however, while performing this exercise, you begin to feel increasing pain, then stop from performing this exercise. If it is that you have had surgery on your back or some other major complication with regards to your back, I suggest that you seek medical counsel, medical advice first from a healthcare professional or your physiotherapist before performing this exercise. So I really pray and hope that you enjoy this exercise and that it really benefits you. And pray that you have a wonderful day. I'm Roman Hunt.